Just unable to bring that under control, El Mahraoui. Kenya, though, have some work to do, and Mansour has done it splendidly. Suleiman Mansour, one of the standout players for Kenya so far at this tournament. Looking to impress and inspire the Harambee Stars to something special against a special Moroccan side. Mufid fouled, free kick Morocco, taken quickly as well. This is the incident. Mushiri just catching the trailing leg of Mufid. Morocco have taken quickly and worked the ball down the far flank. Looking for space here. There's players in the area. It's worked away by the captain, Kibwage. And then cleared a little wide of Ryan Orgam, who was making a fine run out wide. Kibwage. Nahoda, they call him. Morocco showing some impetus, seeking Mulua, who is into a really good position. Khalid Aitourhan also got himself into a little pocket of space. The Mexican wave has started early at the Moy International Sports Centre. It's making its way around the venue as these two sides go head to head. There's a buoyed atmosphere and a buzz in this venue, and it's all for Kenya, the co-hosts, taking on the two-time champions, the second two-time champions they face in this group. They beat Democratic Republic of Congo by 1-0 in their first game. Rimat, little 1-2 with Riahi, and eventually work it back after Omondi got himself into a position to challenge for possession. Luadni, a fine fullback as well, but a very versatile player who can play across virtually any position in a back three or back four. Delivery from Bilamari, cleared by the Kenyan defence. Mansour again standing tall. He's really stepped up seamlessly to senior international football. It's been a standout and very consistent. Free kick, Morocco. This is the Burkinabe referee. Morocco look to take quickly, but the referee will signal to everyone on the pitch. He had asked the players to wait for the whistle before he sounded. Kibwage it was, just getting a little too physical with his opponent, Aitourhan. Kibwage brings a fair deal of international experience. He's been a Harambee Stars player since 2018, a debut against Eswatini. He's known for his composure on the ball, and he's going to need it today against the Morocco side, who in their opening game looked imperious. Bino Mondi, the Bandari goalkeeper. Six saves from 7 shots against Angola. A couple of saves in the opening game. He's only conceded once, has Omondi, at this tournament. Morocco will want to change that here. Imandriai stands over this. Chip ball in, the header is there, and the post comes to the rescue for Kenya, and then the captain Kibwage works it away. It's still alive. Belamri feeds it in. Omondi gets a touch on it. Aitourhan has gone down, and then a powerful shot that just sails over the crossbar, but the offside flag has gone up. And a frenetic passage of play has come to a rather abrupt halt. But Kenya can breathe a momentary sigh of relief. Just straying into an offside position, the captain Rimatu laid it across the path of goal. Aitourhan with a header that hit the woodwork. Morocco play an expansive game. And they can play a very expressive game as well. Tariq Siktoui was a dangerous winger in his playing days. He likes his side to go for goals. And there he is. Two coaches have a very healthy respect for one another. They know each other, Sectui and Benny McCarthy. When Sectui joined Porto in 2006, just as Benny McCarthy was preparing to leave for the Premier League in England. They enjoyed a pre-season together, and the two African players got to know each other rather well. And now, nearly 20 years on, they meet as opposing coaches in this tournament. And there might be a little something on. Morocco have a brief appeal as Riai goes down up towards Ogam now, who's got a chance to feed. And the offside flag goes up as a long-range effort is taken from Boniface Mushiri. Habib Omar Sanu of Burkina Faso raises his flag to signal offside. This was Riai breaking into that 18-yard area. It was a muted appeal from Morocco. Challenge from Omondi, who tracked back from a very high position on the field to cut in front of his opponent and playing the ball brilliantly. Rimat Belamari, pass to Mondi, back to his captain. There's Riai. Belamari into space. It needed something special, and El Mahraoui nearly provided it with the outside of the boot. The Meknes player discusses seemingly tactics. Boniface Mushiri, he's down under the challenge on the far side. Here's Omondi. Just collecting comfortably. He's going to need to be at his very best, you suspect. But Benny McCarthy, he's spoken about how special each and every one of the players in this squad is. And he believes firmly that if they can settle and find their rhythm early, they can pull off a result against the Morocco side that is much feared and indeed much favoured in this fixture. Rimat. Right, Khan. Luadni. Rimat. Turned 31 just 3 days ago, having celebrated his birthday here in Nairobi. Mahraoui wide. It'll be collected by Bouchai Barassi, 25-year-old, one of two Raja Casablanca defenders who start. Lamari the other. They were both part of that Raja side that won the invincible double 2 seasons ago, 2023-2024. They won the Botola Pro and the Throne Cup, going the entire season undefeated, breaking numerous records on their way to that double crown. Mufid couldn't quite bring that ball under control, and a promising Moroccan move comes to a sudden halt. In fairness, it was incredibly difficult. Back live. Aitor Khan has possession, flicks it out wide. Mufid wanted to collect from Mahraoui, who tried to drive his way through by himself, but doesn't find success with the ball at his feet. Trickles over the goal line. Mufid wanted that ball back. Aitor Khan had put himself in a good position to receive as well. Good pressure from the Kenyan defence. That is much changed from the defensive lineups that did duty in their opening 2 fixtures against Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola. Mohamed Siraji getting an opportunity to start today. Mike Kibwage comes in and captains. Louis Bundy gets his first start. Only Sylvester Owino. In fact, he's the only outfield player for Kenya to have played every minute of this tournament so far for the host nation. Luadni. Riai. Rush looking for a way through. Looks for the return ball. It's too strong. Khan and Bosch run back to their positions in midfield. The idea was good. Riai just trying to chip it over the top for either one of those two to run onto it. Victor Khan, though, turned around and signaled to Riai, lay it into my feet. Bushiri, good footwork, gets away from two. Mansour back to his defence. The defender by trade, playing in a defensive midfield role for Benny McCarthy's side at this tournament. Bundy forward into the path of Omondi, who looks to get away from Bellamari. It'll be out on the far side, but I think it might be a free kick to Kenya here. Bellamari not allowing Omondi to get going. Dangerous player, the Raja player. Casablanca born. But he was called out by Walid Regragui, the national team coach, as cover for Nusayr Mazraoui in October last year. Made his debut in a 5-0 win over Central African Republic in the AFCON qualifiers. He had made his senior debut as an 18-year-old under Regragui and FUS Rabat. Bushiri goes deep, maybe a little too deep. Owino doing his best to keep that in play. He's only just managed to square it back to catch the Moroccan defender and find another corner. Kenya applying some pressure. Can they capitalise? 15 minutes gone, goalless it remains. Nodded towards the back post, not cleared. Ogam, delivery back in, frantic and desperate appeals for a handball and penalty, but the referee says free kick Morocco. Ryan Ogam feels aggrieved. Morocco concerned. All laid back in. I think it's Mulua who's gone down a little awkwardly. With his arms tucked behind his back. The referee had awarded a free kick earlier. Benny McCarthy in conversation with Vasily Manusakis, his assistant coach. McCarthy, after all his massive successes as a player, has already achieved much as a coach. Here's Mulua. He receives a little medical attention. That's the incident. Ogam and Mulua challenging one another. Referee blowing for that foul. Derek Sikturi, he will not be intimidated by the rather partisan crowd here in Kasarani Ntamoyo International Sports Centre. He knows what his side is capable of. He recognises their ability. He spent most of his playing career in Netherlands and Portugal, Sikturi, including a few seasons at Porto. And as I mentioned, he overlapped with Benny McCarthy for a while. A couple of fouls in the game so far. What we're waiting for is shots on target. Morocco have had one shot, none on target. And you've yet to have a go at the Moroccan goal. El Harar. When it came through the Shabab Mohammedia youth setup. Disappointingly for Mohammedia. Club relegated this past season. He actually helped promote them to the Botola Pro. His first season as a senior back in 2019-2020. El Harar was in goal. Joined Raja, though, last year on a 3-year deal. Towards Omondi, but that ball skips harmlessly away. It'll be a throw into Morocco. Rimat Belamari looks long. Wanted Mulua to chase, but Kibwagi has this under control. Former NFC Leopards and KCB man. Across to Uino. Maya man. And the Lindsay Stars player, Mushiri, cuts it back inside for Mansour, also of KCB. Mushiri looks from range, but he pulls his effort wide of target. Kenya looking to settle into their rhythm. It's a problem here for one of the Moroccan players. I think it might be Mulua, who's down again. And an unappreciative reaction from the crowd. Riai, Aitar Khan, Bash all stand over their teammate. Aitar Khan signalling substitution time. They've got some dangerous players on the bench, including that man, Oussama Lamloui, player of the season. His past campaign in Morocco. And who helped Berkane to the CAF Confederation Cup title. Not only helped him, he was top scorer. And it looks like, though, Younes El Kaabi is the man that's being summoned. And if the name El Kaabi rings a bell, it's because his brother shot to prominence in this competition. This is a look, a move from Kenya a moment ago. Ben Stanley Omondi out wide. Boniface Ushiri on the inside, saw a little bit of space. Plenty of go from a rather ambitious range. Kibwagi and Bundy in gifted instructions from Benny McCarthy. Final instructions for Younes El Kaabi. There's the captain of Kenya, Omar Aboud, the 32-year-old from the reigning league champions Kenya Police. On the bench today, Benny McCarthy said he was going to surprise a few. Indeed, he has surprised a few with his 6 changes in the starting lineup that did duty against Angola on match day 2. It's an inauspicious start for Morocco. They're going to make an injury-enforced substitution early on here. The FUS Rabat striker Ayoub Mulua, a leading scorer in Morocco's top flight this past season. He's going to make way, but on in his place, an incredibly dangerous young talent who has the ability to change the complexion of a game, much as his brother did. Well, Ayoub Mulua leaves the field of play. Younes El Kaabi makes his way on. The 24-year-old who's just joined Renaissance Sportive de Berkane, RS Berkane, the CAF Confederation Cup champions from Raja Casablanca, where he spent the last 7 years. But for many, and it's a role he's looking to step out of. He wants to step out of the shadow of his older brother Ayoub El Kaabi, now at Olympiacos in Greece. Former national team player who was a 2-time winner of the African Nations Championship in 2018 and 2020. Being named top scorer and player of the tournament at 2018. Lamari forward up towards El Kaabi, who nods it back down, and Mansour collects possession for Kenya, much to the delight of the home fans. Over 20 minutes gone. We're halfway through this opening half. No goals as yet. No shots on target from either one of these sides. Long-range effort from Kenya and an effort off target from Morocco as well. All that the sides have to show for their industry so far. It's not looking good for Mulua. I hope he's done no damage. Rimat seeking space. Finds Arasi on the far side. Riai down the centre, looks to chip the ball in behind the Kenyan defensive line. The idea was good, and certainly Anas Mahraoui looked to run onto it. Second time that Riai is chipped over the Kenyan defensive line. But on neither occasion has a teammate been able to reel the ball in before it rolled harmlessly out of play. Rimat dispossessed by Omondi. Massive cheer. Just a reminder to Morocco. Every error is going to be more fodder for the encouragement of every Kenyan fan in this ground. Ogam feeds it out wide. Mushiri's got pace, but he's closed down by Bash, and eventually the ball worked away by Morocco up towards El Kabi, who can hit on transition. But again, it's Mansour, just an exceptional player, who collects the ball, and he's won the free kick on the far side as well. Ushaib Arasi. Bash, who initially closed down. Arasi with the clearance, and then Mansour claimed possession. It was Mansour who was fouled. Mohamed Siraji. They call him Mastermind because he's always so calculating. Delivers. Looked inviting. Omondi with the header, but it's too close to El Harar, who'll collect comfortably and need to bowl the ball out to a defender. This time goes the way of Luadni. Goalless it remains through 25 minutes. Possession very much favouring Morocco. We're a side that, like Kenya, are not overly concerned by the amount of possession they have in a game, but rather how they use it. Morocco had relatively little possession against Angola in their first match, but romped to a 2-0 win. Arasi with Luadni. Pilamari. Riai is waiting for the ball out wide. Pilamari with a little touch forward as Irambo looked to make his presence felt in midfield. Pilamari appealing frantically for a corner that is not given. Only stepping back, but Irambo coming across just to remind the Moroccan players that he's there. He certainly adds a very physical aspect to the game, does Crispin Irambo. One of the reasons, no doubt, Benny McCarthy has started him in today's tie. Here's Bandi. Omondi. Stanley Omondi tries to get it, but Rimat has claimed possession. And again, loose transition ball for Morocco. Looks very good. Ankur Khan, though, slows the tempo down slightly before looking to pick out the pass to El Kabi. It's very nicely defended. Siraji looking to lift that over the charging Moroccan players. He's earned a throw-in on the far side, but importantly, how can you defend? The ball just getting away from Luadni. It'll be a free kick to Kenya in the centre circle. Luadni with a heavy first touch. Crispin Irambo putting his body on the line. Another one of the Tusker players, Kibera Born. The two captains stand in front of referee Fonson Kabore. Luadni with a heavy first touch. Irambo gets there, plays the ball before Luadni cuts him down. Free kick Kenya, just inside their own half in the centre circle. And Owino prepares to take. Finds Kibwage. Owino. Returned by Mufid. It'll be a Kenya throw on the far side. Bandi finds Omondi. Irambo runs onto it. Circulates the ball well. Mansour can't escape this time. Looking to hit on transition. Aitor Khan, inspired run. Looks to sidestep Owino. Gets away from him. Mansour is there to cause all sorts of problems for Aitor Khan. It's a great recovery from Suleiman Mansour. And that'll be a free kick to Kenya on the far side. Suktui displeased and makes his feelings known to fourth official Sadou Ali Ramu of Niger. Mansour. Kenya take quickly on the stroke of the half-hour mark. Can they find something here? Mushiri's gone central. So too the back post. Umondi waits for the delivery, but squeezed away by Lamari. Back inside to the left back now. And all as it remains through half an hour. Riai around Mansour again, but Mansour will not let him get away. Iramu got a touch, but Morocco have it back. Chip over the top, and Kibwage says, not on my watch. Organ down, free kick Kenya, and maybe a caution to come. Indeed, the referee has got the yellow card out, and it's gone the way of Bouchai Barassi, the 25-year-old. Central defender on a yellow card. Is not what you want ideally. Good pressure from Ogam and Kenya. Owino steps up to take the set piece. Ogam will be excited to score his first goal for Kenya here. Be one of his aims. Lovely work from Mushiri. Ball out wide. Seeking a way through. Riai got a touch. Brought down by Omondi, and the shot is deflected away for the corner. Mansour looks from range. He's impressed at under 18 level. He's impressed at under 20 level. He is absolutely impressing at full international level. Suleiman Mansour, 19-year-old from KCB, Kenya Commercial Bank. Benny McCarthy has full belief in his squad members. Mansour is repaying that faith splendidly. Another set piece. Corner opportunity for Kenya. Their third. Morocco have yet to win a corner in this game, despite dominating the possession in the early stages. Ogam and El Kabi coming together, and now a few players come together, and Luadni finds himself on the turf. Kibwage pleading innocence. Owino and Luadni just getting to know each other a little better. The referee is having a word with the two. Kibwage was trying to calm things down. A tepid embrace. A play to get back underway from a corner to Kenya. Mujiri goes deep. It was a decent-looking delivery. The chance is still there for Kenya. It comes out the way of Mushiru, but it's picked up by Ben Stanley Omondi. Mushiri drives the ball in, but it's whipped away. Bash gets back to help with the clearance. Kenya are playing some inspired football. Can they break down this Moroccan defence, however? Tui says he wants his players to use the 90 minutes effectively. His aim is victory. And McCarthy has spoken about the resilience of his side, how proud he is of his team, and what they've managed to achieve so far against both Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola, and no doubt in the opening half hour here against Morocco. Omondi back to Kibwage. There's Bandi. There's Bandi. He's just been named the best defender and MVP for his club side, AFC Leopards, at the end of season function. Edward Omondi. Very strong mindset. His mentality is excellent. He's got a wonderful attitude as well. First shot to prominence when he left Andorra Love, his home club, for Rainbow FC. It is a man who dreams of playing for Manchester United, a club that his now coach, Benny McCarthy, used to coach at. He was assistant under Eric Ten Hag at Manchester United. Kenya have had more shots than Morocco in this game. Morocco had the first, Kenya have had the last two, but neither side has produced an effort on target. We're inside the final 10 minutes of the opening half. Lovely run. Bash read it nicely. Belamari with an inch-perfect pass, and Bundy helps work the ball to safety. Not the tallest player, Bundy, but he played basketball for a number of years. Throughout high school as well. He's a very instinctive player, and he's got wonderful footwork, and perhaps some of that comes from playing basketball. The on-court movement. Owino clears. To a roar of approval from the home fans. Marking their tournament debut in some fashion, this edition are Kenya up against the two-time champions, crowned in 2018 and 2020. Undefeated in the last 14 Chan matches, I remind you. As much though as Morocco have pedigree and history in this competition, Sekturi is very much a pragmatic coach, and says that despite their many successes, his focus is not on the past, it's on what's before him here and now today. Bundy clears only as far as Riai, who steps wide. Manzour again collects. Shot comes in. It's a snapshot, but it's well saved by Nomundi. Down into his left to deny Anas El Mafroui. Siraj. Back to Siraj. Inside. Manzour. Bundy over the top, into the path of Omondi. Two players wait for a delivery and another at the back post. They'll get a second chance, perhaps. Irambo now. It's coming down onto the head of Ryan Ogum, but he's unable to direct it goal bound. Applause for the effort in the industry on that last passage of play for Kenya. Benny McCarthy eager to see his side finish, though, as he so often did. Scored against Morocco at the Africa Cup of Nations in 1998, when he was player of the tournament. It was a 2-1 win in the quarterfinals for Bafana Bafana. Rimat, quite wide. Edouard Khan. Lamari. Igor Khan. This stadium, built for the All-Africa Games in 1987. Igor Khan represented Morocco at the last African Games in 2019 in Rabat. Or the edition before Ghana, I should say. Maghraoui. A moment ago, spilled ball that he was able to take a snapshot from. It was a fine effort, and also top draw from Omondi. Watchful all the way. The Bandari keeper denied Morocco what was the first shot on target in this game. A couple of Bandari players who featuring for McCarthy's side. Bandari, the coastal club based in Mombasa. Siraj another starts in that left back role today. That'll be a free kick to Morocco. Shiri a little too eager to try to win the ball back. He's got some international experience. He played in the United States for a season. It was an injury-interrupted season for him. Played in the USL League 2 for Golden State Force. Nicely defended and worked away by Crispin Urambo up to Ben Stanley Omondi. The idea was good, but it was cut out by the man who was cautioned a short while ago, Bouchai Barassi. Morocco have it back. Lamari doesn't want to go near Mansour. Morocco recognize the ability of the 19-year-old. They're trying to stay away from him and use the flanks. Mansour is drifting to the far flank, and he's so far cut out all the Moroccan efforts down that flank, the right flank. Omondi being applauded. Ben Stanley Omondi a short while ago looking for a little bit of space. Ogam was there to chase, and the frustration apparent for Benny McCarthy. He was one of the finest finishers on the African continent. Mansour feeding the pass out to Mushiri. Ben Stanley Omondi. Ben Stanley Omondi with a chance to shoot, takes a deflection, it's come the way of Ogam. Ogam turns left, fires home. Kenya lead, building up to half-time, and Ryan Ogam lives up to his billing as he fires Kenya in front in Kasarani. That was a sensational finish from Ogam. He was marked out as the player to watch at this tournament. He has delivered now, much to the delight of the partisan home fans. Nairobi erupts, Kenya erupts, Harambee Stars lead. It's joy and jubilation, but we're not even halfway into this tie. Ryan Ogam, what a reward for a player who can finish with aplomb and brilliance. 15 goals this past campaign, but it was injury interrupted. The chance was there. Ogam sidesteps two and then fires it past 6 Morocco players. Pinpoint accuracy. Take a bow. Ryan Wesley Ogam. McCarthy couldn't wait. He couldn't wait, and then it came. Munib Josephs is there with him. So is the entire country of Kenya. Ogam strikes, Morocco trail. Is there something special on the cards today? El Harar concedes for the first time. Morocco have had 38 final third entries. That goal came from Kenya's 10th final third entry. Luadni out wide. Arasi. Mufid wanting to get involved. Arasi back with Luadni. Aitwar Khan has dropped a little deeper and drifted toward the left. Benny McCarthy and indeed his Kenyan players would know that this job is only halfway done. But they do have the all-important opening goal in this tie. Down the flank, and Omondi prevents that ball from going over the goal line. Another look. Ben Stanley Omondi with a shot that was blocked by Mufid, and then Ogam pounced on the loose ball, sidestepped the defender who was cutting back to close him down, and 6 Moroccan players in front of him. Despite that, he finds a way through. It's pinpoint, it's precision, it's perfect for Kenya. So no longer is Austin Odhiambo the only Kenya player who has scored at this tournament. He scored both Kenya's goals in their opening 2 fixtures. As we hit the 45-minute mark here in Kasarani, 4 minutes of additional time. Rimat playing in a more advanced position now, finds Elkabi. Elkabi had a little space, but Kiwagi closed him down quickly. Still an opportunity here for Morocco, scrambled away, but only as far as Riai, who tries to follow up, and Bundy takes one for the team. Bundy taking the ball to a very delicate part of the body. Anas El Mathraoui, meanwhile, is down. Lewis Bundy put his body on the line to defend from this passage of play. Owino squeezed it out only as far as Riai. Bundy closed down quickly. El Mathraoui and Bundy both down. Mathraoui down after Kirambo had ploughed into him. Morocco are approaching 50 final third entries in this opening half. They've yet to score. They dominate possession, but they don't lead on the scoreboard. Ryan Ogam separates these sides. The Tusker man from Nairobi. For many, the player to watch. There was talk about him moving to Algeria. The Giants, USM Alger, wanted him, but the move didn't materialize. A move to Sweden collapsed. Now there is a VAR check going on here. And it's for Irambo. Certainly goes into El Mathraoui. And the referee, Kabore, needs to make a decision to determine whether or not Kenya have players who receive red cards in successive games. Irambo was brought in for his physicality, and that, I'm afraid, is a very dangerous looking challenge. Kabore will look at it again before making an informed decision. But this could be bad news for Kenya on the stroke of half-time. El Mathraoui working the ball away. Irambo over the top. A FIFA official since 2020, the Burkinabe. He was well positioned to make the call, but there was plenty frenetic action going on in that passage of play.